We have a new show for you, Closet Factory Designs and Solutions. We can't wait to show you.
Hi, I'm Lisa Henry.
And I'm LaMont Henry, and we are in our home. It's a two-story home. We just moved in here a couple months ago, back in February.
It absolutely felt like it was meant to be, especially those balconies. You don't see that style very often, and it's got like a southern feel to it that you just don't see anymore.
So 5 bedrooms total. There's 4 upstairs. And so our master's up there, the kids' rooms. And then I have like a little man cave area. So you walk through the front door, and to the left we have our little study area, and then if you keep walking, then we have our living room, which is where the dry bar is, and then to the right is the kitchen, which is where we are now, and then a little computer area. When you first walk in, to your right there's the dining room, and then there's also a guest bedroom on this floor, and nice little outback space where we like to play cornhole and watch some football and basketball. Once the seed was planted, I was like, all right, well, I really want a dry bar. And then I looked at all these bars online and nothing really spoke to me. And so I was like, I don't know if this is, maybe we'll do something else. Like, I don't know. And I was talking to a buddy of mine, Chris, and he said, well, there's a lady, Tamra, that does that does custom, closets, and I'm sure they do, bars as well. And I said, well, I'll give her a call. And so I gave her a call, and I think it was probably the next week or so we got together. And
Lamont really wanted the display to be nice. Of course it mattered that we had the wine and the beer, but he really wanted to showcase. So he wanted the floating shelves that he had put in.
We wanted wine storage for sure and beer storage, but we didn't want it to look like it was just one type of storage. And so that's why we ended up with just the lattices on top and the cubbies on the bottom. So it looked like there was some type of transition. Tamra was great. And so I had no idea anything about custom, cabinets or drawers or shelves or anything. And Tamra really walked us through the entire process of, okay, well, here's, the size of the drawer that you might want to get, and here's why. And I was like, I don't really care what gets stored in there. I'm not going to store anything. She's like, no, but you will.
Yeah.
And so on install day, I believe it was Nick who came, awesome guy. And so we had great conversation. We were conversing as he was building, and I'm asking all kind of questions because that's who I am. But it was really neat just to watch the whole thing unfold for sure. I've probably changed my mind a couple of times on different things. I would call her and say, hey, so I was thinking, what about soft close drawers? And she's like, we can do that. And I'd call back, a couple of days, like, hey, can we do velvet? Is there a way to have that? We've got this thing in our bedroom, and and so she took it very well.
My name is Peter Anastasopolis, and we're in our new home that we're about to move in next week.
And I'm Elizabeth Anastasopolis, and this is my husband.
Our family business was
Is
yes.
It's still there.
Still there. Started 46 years ago, 1973. My dad opened up Chesapeake Pizza. So I was pretty much born and raised in the business.
But it's stressful. It's a very stressful job for sure. He works really long hours because he does wake up. Our pizza is made fresh. He has a high stress job. I try to keep my job a little bit less stressful. I'm a personal trainer. When we decided to design the kitchen, the one thing I really needed was functionality. So even though our kitchen in the old home was huge, it was a really big entertainment space, and it was great, it wasn't functional. So I would have to run all over the place to try to grab things. So some of the things when we were designing this kitchen, I wanted everything kind of close together. We installed the pot filler over the stove so that way I can just bring my pots over there, fill it out. I have a spice rack built into right next to my stove, so I can just reach in and grab my spices. I'm funny if he chose a huge refrigerator because, I mean, every week we've stuffed that thing with food, so with lots of food.
She will cook in bulk.
Cook and bulk.
So we're not always having to cook every single meal, every single 3 hours. So you need storage space. And one thing in our old house is, even though we had a decent sized refrigerator, it seemed like it was getting packed in too quickly. And then I would hear the complaints. We always wanted to build a custom home eventually. So instead of moving several times throughout the years, we just kind of stuck it out for 20 years and then finally pulled the trigger and had to do it once and the right way. And that's how we moved up here. This house is a 4,800 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, 1 half bath, 4-car attached garage to the house, pool, playroom / theater room over the garage.
Got that little bonus room.
Bonus room, we did a little bonus room where the attic, we closed our part of the attic space because there's so much attic space, and we're able to make a nice little craft bonus room for our kids. We chose Sam Cohen of Joey Corp. I've known Sam throughout the years. We've been to several of his Homeorama homes, and we just loved his homes.
I've definitely, when we would go into the Homeorama homes, the things that I really liked about some of the Closet Factory details, that they always had an island in the middle, and it was just extra storage, because when you think about it, a closet, even if it's a big closet, it only has a certain amount of walls, so that island in the middle provided a little extra space. And usually what he would have in those were the jewelry drawers, which I really liked. It's really nice. They're just very beautiful, beautifully designed closets. You can see there was a lot of work and a lot of detail put into them.
Jeff personally did our project himself. Jeff was great working with. He took us in the office. Whenever we had an idea, he would sometimes ask us, is this really what you need? Because these are the pros and cons of what you want. We can adjust it this way, it might help you better. And so he didn't tell us what we had to do. He just gave us ideas as to him envisioning what we're going to use the space for and what he thought might be best with his years of designing closets. And it just worked out great. In the end, like, his ideas were spot on.
When they installed the closet for us, it was a day.
Correct. When they installed the closet, basically Jeff gave me a call and said, we're looking to install on this day. And I was like, no problem, the house will be open. There'll be other workers there as well. And we came 2 days later, and it
Our
was
closet
done.
was there. I said,
No
oh my gosh,
issues.
look at the closet. I go waiting to go look at the bathroom. I walked by, I had to do a double take. I'm like, oh my gosh, look, it's the closet.
Yeah, it was seamless. There was no issues. It wasn't like we had to be here to babysit and make sure they did everything right. It just, Jeff said, we're installing this day, and it was done.
Hi, I am Tamra, and I am here at Lamont and Lisa's house. I installed a dry bar for them a few weeks ago, and I haven't seen it now that they've been using it, so I'm excited to be back today to take a look at what they've done with the space. So follow me inside and we'll go take a look together.
Tamra!
Hey there!
Lamont and I are excited to see you.
I am excited to be here.
How
So
have you been? It's so good to see you.
Oh, it is so good to be here. I've been hearing how wonderful this looks, so I am so excited to see it. Oh my goodness.
It's been looking really great.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
We love it.
I love it. It's everything I thought it was going to be.
It's more than what we thought it really wanted to be. It's more than we thought it was going to be.
We thought it was going to look good naturally, but we didn't think it was going to come out like this.
It exceeded our expectations,
sure.
absolutely.
Well, we certainly did enough reiterations of it. I'm glad it's got all these different storage variations. You know, you've got your cubbies and you've got your lattice and you've got your fridge and you've got your floating shelves and it just, and the countertop, and it just, It offers so much, and as far as a variety of storage is concerned, and for all of the reiterations we did on the design, every time you would call or text, it would start off with, "Well, I got this idea."
Well, welcome to our marriage. You were very patient, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. This is a limited amount of space that we need to do certain things, and certain things come in certain sizes.
Right.
And there's no ability to expand past those sizes, so it's got to work. How are the drawers working for you?
Drawers are perfect.
Okay, so show me what
Love
you've
the
got in
drawers.
your double-decker drawer.
And this was, thank you for the idea. Didn't know this existed. And so we have a couple of markers here so you can mark your wine or your beer. And then a couple of bottle openers. And down here we have just a couple more bottle openers and then a couple of labels for the scotch, the whiskey, the bourbon, all that good stuff. And the soft close drawers.
Yes.
And we really love the handles here. They went really well with the beach theme that we have going in the living room.
It's truly perfect for your house.
Oh, we love
The
it.
theme is kept. This is just, it's wonderful. So show me the rest of the drawers.
Yes, and so in this drawer we just have some mixers.
Okay, that's nice.
And then this is a little bit of a junk drawer.
Everybody needs one.
So, but hey, here's the countertop. And
Yes.
Here's the art that we went with.
Yes, little
And
souvenirs.
then this last drawer
Yes.
was another.
It was supposed to be a drawer.
Yes, it was supposed to be a drawer. And once we had the TV and everything put up, as you know, we realized that we could not put the receiver and cable box and everything in the room for this particular room because it wasn't wired like all the other rooms.
Yes.
Literally every other room in the house except for this one. And so we put a little bit of an entertainment system down here, although the fold-out drawer here makes it so no one would ever know.
That's right, and the shelf pulls out so you can get to your
Absolutely.
wiring.
Shelf pulls out, and that's even soft close, which is cool. Absolutely, and so we love it. We love it.
Yeah, that was another last minute change.
That was a last minute
Gee,
change.
Tamara, we need to fit a receiver into the dry bar.
Wasn't how do we make this happen? Right, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So there's always a way. We can make it happen.
Yes, you're a find a way, make a way man. I will say
and
that.
so are you.
Well, thank you.
There we go. So we figured it out.
So isn't there a space behind the bar that allowed us to put the wires through for the TV here?
Yes.
Yes.
So it was designed very, very well. It met all of our needs, exceeded our needs, because one thing we didn't want was wires coming out and being shown behind the TV, and you really figured all that out for us.
Well,
Sure.
my husband used to be the operations manager. So finally one day I said to Lamont, I've really got to ask my husband what he thinks about a way to make this happen. And John and I talked about it, and it was, he said, well, if you cut this back and do this and do that, I think it'll work and give you all the airflow that you need. So it's a team effort. It's whatever it takes to get you guys what you want. And I think we got you what you want.
This is it. This is it.
Absolutely.
This is
You
more
did.
than what we were looking for.
You did.
Absolutely.
The floating shelves, those are all good.
The floating shelves are great. Absolutely. So we wanted something up top. I wasn't a big fan of the cabinets. I'm not sure why, really. It didn't sit well with me. But these, where you're able to kind of put some of the drinks on display, or some of the bottles, so to speak, on display. And I forgot the name of these things. Stemware, right?
Racks,
Something like that.
yes.
Stem racks for the glasses. And so that's been neat, just to be able to pull out a glass. And, if we want a whole bottle, we can throw it in here. If we just want to get a cup, we can use one of those.
I think my favorite part is the display. We have maximum storage, but it's displayed really nicely. It's
It
almost
is.
like an art piece. We even got this beautiful painting to accent the floating shelf that wasn't the other way around. It's just absolutely beautifully designed.
So when we were talking about this space, you specifically came to me. What I remember was you'd been looking online and you'd come up with this price that you
Yes.
said everything you looked at cost like this many thousands of dollars, and you didn't want to spend this many thousands of dollars. And it's like, well, you're not going to have to spend that many thousands. So he had a strict budget for me. And boy, as he was, talking about these ideas, it was like, well, you've given me a budget that I am not allowed to exceed. So we did a little collaborating and a little wiggle room, but generally speaking, we got it for what you wanted to pay for it. Yeah.
For sure. We We did.
It worked out. So I'm just thrilled. I'm so glad that you're happy because you had a limited amount of space and a lot to put in here, and it's beautiful.
And we did. We got it all in. Absolutely.
And I guess the news is that maybe there's a master closet on the drawing board for some time in the
sounds about
future.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
about
well,
right.
I'm game. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for everything. It has been so much fun being your designer.
It has been fun.
We're looking forward to working with you again.
I cannot wait. Just let me know. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I loved that project. It was a lot of thinking and you know, putting a couple of heads together and just coming up with all of those the custom features is what really sets us apart because it allows us to do things that other people can't do. And for it to be just so beautiful, and for them to be so happy, that's why I do what I do. I just love it. And it's been another good day. So I am, as they say, on to the next one.
It was a great experience working with Tamra. She really came through, dealt with all of my changes. And so we have a couple more projects to do around the house, and I think Lisa wants to get the master closet done.
Yes.
So that's probably next up on the list. And we're super thrilled that we went with Closet Factory as opposed to trying to buy something off the shelf at one of the big boxes. You know, so Tamra really helped us design exactly what it was that we were looking for. And so love Closet Factory, love Tamra, looking forward to the next project for sure.
Absolutely.
Hey everyone, we are here today at Peter and Elizabeth's house. This is a Sam Cohen house who we work with a lot, a custom builder, and we installed a master closet for them. And so I'm coming by today to meet with them to take a look at the closet and make sure everything looks good. They're getting ready to move in, so they're excited and I'm excited, and I can't wait to see if they're happy with the work. So come on, let's take a look and meet them and take a look at the closet. Hey, Peter.
Jeff, come on in.
Thank you, sir. The house looks fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Can't wait to see the closet.
Yeah, Elizabeth's upstairs and ready to show you the closet.
Okay, well, let's take a look. I'm excited. I want to see it. Hey, Elizabeth. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Oh my God, what a beautiful house. This is just so exciting.
I appreciate it. Yeah, look at it.
No, I know. Wow. Is that incredible or what?
Yeah, it really is.
So it turned out the way you guys wanted, I hope?
Beyond what I wanted. Seriously, I'm so happy.
Yeah, well.
Thank you, yeah.
So we did a lot of design work in this closet because it was a small closet,
Right.
but yet you guys wanted a lot of detail, like your hampers and your jewelry drawers.
Yeah.
And I love the hardware that you
Shoes.
picked out and the tops. Yeah, everything about it is just so customized for what you guys wanted. And I love the glass.
You met our expectations beyond. The hampers are perfect. So I love that they're pull-out.
Yeah, initially we only had one hamper.
We had the one, but
Well,
this is awesome.
actually, remember we were gonna try to do a bigger island
Here.
and put the hampers in there, but we downsized it and put this over here. For Peter, this is your side.
Yeah, and I don't need a lot of space, so I'm good.
Right, right. But I think we
You'll use
accommodated.
it.
Yeah.
You'll use the space.
Yeah, so we've got two sections, a double hang, a section of long hang for him, and some shelving up here in the hamper. And then of course you have, well, I guess you'll get some of these drawers, right?
Whatever's left over.
Whatever's left.
No, this is definitely plenty of room.
But you know, we went all the way to the ceiling. We've utilized all the height in here.
Absolutely.
So, and I love the cove molding at the top. The paint color y'all picked out matches the material. And that hardware is just off the charts cool.
Well, I think the thing that made me the happiest, honestly, is the material. Because the one thing the thing I told you when I walked in, I do not want white.
Right?
And I do not want espresso because I found those very trite
Right.
colors. So we were trying to be a little bit more unique in the home.
I love the countertops you guys picked out. That really is awesome.
And our hardware, I love the hardware. We had a really good selection of different knobs and handles and everything that we could use. And you can tell when you touch them, they're very excellent quality. So they're going to be, nothing's going to happen to this puppy.
No.
The life of the house.
Yeah, and the mirror back there, that's cool. It makes you feel like it's a little bit more.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, and you know, you can put stuff down there and you can see some of your jewelry.
We did 2 jewelry drawers because I have nothing real.
We did the
Which
2
is
jewelry.
fine, but I have lots of stuff.
Right,
So
the
this
jewelry
makes it really
drawers here.
nice.
And then this was just an extra drawer. Maybe that's Peter's drawer, the one drawer he gets, right?
And then the handles.
Yeah. But the nice thing about it is it allows you to get dressed right here
Yes.
in the closet.
You need to go into the shower and sit there and get dressed as
Yeah.
well. So, no. So it's enough space for both of us, absolutely.
Well, fantastic. And you know, everything's adjustable, so the rods will move up and down. The shelves all adjust, so as your needs change. Yeah, everything is adjustable. So you can move, you just move these up and down.
Get out of
as
town, that's easy.
You didn't know that? Okay, well good. Well, there you go, yeah.
All right, super.
And if you want more shelves or rods,
We could order more.
you just give me a call up, we check your plans, and we can give you more shelves or rods or anything that you need. So it's all fully adjustable.
Oh, nice.
So you know, if your clothes, if this rod is, your clothes are hanging too far off and you want to move this one down and move that one up, it's all adjustable.
I knew it was adjustable. I didn't realize how easy it was to adjust.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not touching this
Yeah,
thing.
well,
I'm not going
we-
to be able to adjust it. But I didn't know that we could actually order if we needed to. Order
Yeah.
more shelving and you can just.
Absolutely. You've got lots of shoe shelving
Yes.
on and for folded items.
Yeah. No, those are shoes. Remember, you even made me go count my shoes. Like,
Yeah.
how many pairs of shoes do you have?
Well, we wanted to make sure. We wanted to make sure
That
we
was
covered.
funny.
We
My answer was easy, 1.
One, you're like me.
For my husband.
Yeah, you're like me. You just have a couple pairs of shoes. That's all I need. But
Yes, you definitely
Yeah.
accommodated our needs.
well, I'm so excited that you guys love your closet.
Yes,
And-
absolutely. Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Well, it was an incredible experience working with you guys. You were easy to work with. You were fun to work with. We designed it. We had to redesign it a few times to get it the way
Sorry.
you wanted it, but that's the way, you know, the process works. So in the end, for me, the most important thing is that it's what you want.
Yes, absolutely.
And I
Very,
think
very
we
pleased.
accomplished that. Peter?
Oh yeah, I mean your patience was, 10 out of 10. Your design ideas, again, on point. So
Hey, I work with Sam Cohen. When you work with Sam, you have to be that way, right?
I agree. Thank you
so much for
Thank
the opportunity to
you.
work with you guys. And I love the house and I'm excited for you guys moving in here. So it's going to be fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
The master closet has exceeded our expectations.
I was really kind of concerned because the closet is small. So that when we first approached Jeff with the project, I was wondering if he was going to look around like, are you kidding me? But he has turned my closet into one of those custom Joey Corp home closets that I would walk into and say, this is what I want. So he was just able to do it on a smaller scale. But it's, in my opinion, because of the material he helped us choose, the hardware that we got to choose, the design elements with the frosted glass that we have in the front with the texture in it. I mean, it exceeds some of his biggest closets, in my opinion.
100%, no question. I would recommend the Closet Factory.
I would absolutely recommend the Closet Factory to anybody. I mean, very, very professional, very caring, very into what is it that you want, what can we do to please you, to make you happy. And he's gonna make it happen, within reason, within reason.
That's it for another episode of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization. We hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes.